Hey guys, Phildrake here. How you guys all doing? Hope you're doing all great. So I just got off from work. I wanted to talk about some news. Basically, I didn't catch the time, and I didn't think about it so much, because I was busy and doing some other stuff. So yeah, if you saw that video, if you're my old time subscriber from 2019, 2020, some of that period, 4 or 5 years ago, I made that video of me promising not to buy a PS5. All right. I say a bunch of stupid things, and I realize now some stuff. Like I'm wrong. I admit when I'm wrong. I always admit when I'm wrong. So I was wrong. I thought PS4 needs to go like one more decade and two more decades. Like, I really thought that Sony with PS4 is settled for the next road to 10 and 20 years, which is unrealistic, really, when you look at it. It is really unrealistic. What 8 gigs of GDDR5 can really do? Don't get me wrong, it's one of the best consoles I've ever had, PS4. But I realized, like even a year ago, most people told me, friends and family members, like, you know what, it is outdated. Let's be honest here. It's still, I don't know why developers are still supporting it, especially with these FC stuff. That's alright, but developers they can enhance and can do any more than they've done on the PS4, which I realized with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. The game was struggling so bad. It was struggling so bad. Like, it is locked. It is supposed to be locked 30 frames per second, and it's not even 30 frames per second. Mostly not. Like, in cutscenes, it's dropping like to 20, 30 frames per second. If you're the owner of the Fallen Order on PS4, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is not constant 30 frames per second. It is locked. It is targeting, but it's never stable. And it's not even native 1080p. That's crap. All right, that is pure crap. That is a 1080p. It is not 1080p. It is downscaled to probably my assumption is 900p, which is stupid if you look at it. Like, nowadays, what is 900p gaming? Come on. Resolution is moving forward, frames per second is moving forward, SSDs are going, so SSDs are, it's nowadays most, how do I describe it? It is must have thing if you're in a gaming world, right? Hard disk drive, I had enough. I had enough of slow loading times, waiting the game to boot itself. Don't get me wrong. It runs good on a PS4. It runs good in terms of entering the game. But when you're in the middle of loading time and getting into a game from the menu, then you're brace yourself for waiting at least a half minute or minute. So basically, it is what it is. I need to turn the light on because it's getting darker. It is what it is. So I decided to buy a PS5 Slim, and I'm really glad that I waited the Slim model, because I really liked it like a year ago when it came out, when it was first announced. I made that video. PS5 Slim, it's on its way. I think I did call it the video that way. Doesn't matter now, but it is one of the videos that I've done. I talked about the specs and everything, that I realized 16 gigs of GDDR6 sounds right, and even some of the PCs are 32 gigs. Am I interested in 32 gigs? Probably not now. But I have in mind that they try to market other consoles, And the thing is, you need to upgrade. Sony can milk PS4 forever. That is the fact. And that is the truth, okay? That we need to settle this down and we need to talk about it, because I've done so many of these videos bashing PS5, bashing Xbox Series X and S, right? I was at the verge to buy an Xbox Series S, but when I saw the specs, 10 gigs of RAM, GDDR6, I mean, still 6 gigs is down. 6 gigs is down. I would rather than buy Xbox Series X, but we were always on a PlayStation, our family, so let's keep it that way. Like, it is, this is a fan, you know, perspective. I always gonna be on a PlayStation no matter what. Built-in battery inside, no need to, you just charge it with your USB cable. In this generation is USB-C type port. Before we didn't have that. So honestly, was it worth it? It was worth it damn well, because these Black Friday deals were insane, dude. Like, I picked the PS5 Slim for 450 euros. And keep in mind, 800 euros is a PS5 Pro. Normally is 550 euros, something like that. 550 euros is the original PS5. Now it's replaced with a Slim model, which is, it suits on my shelf. Like, I can put it horizontally, it looks awesome. And so vertically, it is amazing both ways. I just moved a little bit, few centimeters. I moved my 32-inch Sony TV, so it can be so like a vertical stand. So once it's a vertical stand, it has a space that where it can be, right? So first impressions. This is gonna be the video of my first impressions. What I discovered new. I discovered it's not for the first time. I played it on my how do I say, my sister husband-in-law. He owns PS5. He owns a PS5. For the first time, I felt haptic feedback response. All right. Now again, I cannot back to DualShock 4. Sorry guys, I cannot go back to the DualShock 4 and a PS4 anymore. PS5 supports PS4 games. It has a backwards compatibility. Joystick is much more better. It is much more fluent. And also, this haptic feedback is a feature of gaming. You really can hear, in the dual sense, you can hear all the haptic feedback that is coming from the game. Shotgun fire, everything, environment conditions, characters, footsteps. You can hear you can hear even changing ammunition, reloading stuff. It is so amazing. I never thought that it's gonna be so well done. This has to be the best controller I've ever had. In terms like a battery life, it is what is expected. I think if you have, it is standard, put on strong trigger haptic feedback stuff, right? And it's on standard. Usually if I put it on off, I should see how the battery is going, but I think you're good for 6 to 8 hours, which is fine to me, really. Like, it's not even like, you know, I'm playing 3 or 4 hours anymore, like I used to. Sometimes when I'm a day off, the top, I play, let's say 4 hours a day, alright? 4 hours a day, not in one take, 2 hours in between lunch, or maybe after lunch, and at evening, of course. Up to 2.5 hours maybe, but nothing above that, you know. So I'm researching more games now. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is downloaded. I might buy that Until Dawn remake. I might do it. We're gonna see. I just passed it on PS4 for the like 5th time. Like, why should I do it anyways? I should buy also the next controller, so I should have 2 controllers, you know, for the FC when I play with someone. So charger, I need to buy for 2 controllers. And step by step now, we're waiting for that GTA 6. it is amazing to know that I'm gonna be able to play it without bashing and make an idiot for myself, like saying, "Oh, like it should come out for the PS4." You know what? PS4 is outdated hardware. It is 11 years old. Came out in 2013. Hardware is impossible. Like it's impossible to make new engine games on it. It's Unreal Engine 4. It cannot run Unreal Engine 5. It is developed only for the PS5 now and Xbox Series X and S. It goes forward. Technology goes forward. Mobiles goes forward, you know. I need to buy a new phone. I bought a new console now. It's already, hardware is 4 years old, right? We're in the middle of the life cycle of the PS5, which I'm completely fine about it, you know. I think this console is really, really gonna last above 10 years because PS4, if PS4 was active, it is active still after 11 years. Count that until 2040 at least. So 20 years PS5 around is gonna be, and then probably what we can expect: PlayStation 6, of course, and what still they can do better. I'm not sure. Like controller already has haptic feedback stuff. You have a neon lights again on the second generation. You have the lights on the console. You have the light here. Like it's the future. It is the future. Anything that comes out next, I cannot say the design. This design is the best that I have experienced. All right, this design of the console PS5 Slim is, personally to me, is the best because it sits on your shelf, either vertically or horizontally. It's good. It's a good looking console, and runs so much better. Runs so fast. I couldn't believe it. Cyberpunk 2077. I I was playing it performance mode and fidelity mode. Fidelity mode, ray tracing, amazing, 30 frames per second. If I want a fast frame rate, I play on performance mode. Runs so much better, so fast. When I entered it, there's no. I think it takes me around 15 seconds from the menu to actually play the game. 15 seconds, skipping the all bullshit, you know, that has been said. And I never figured out the game. I never figured out the game because it's cyberware, so much technology in this game, and the story is so mixed up. Haburo Anosaka something, I don't know. I only know that I'm V. I know Panama. I know Jackie character, Mitzi. Who else? I don't know. Like few of these guys I know, but I never actually catch up on the drinks, this and that, chips, messages. So much data in this game is put that I know this is the game. Like that it's settled up. Like it's settled in the future. I just play the game for the fun, for the graphics, for the gameplay, you know. But I never really got into the story, you know. This is one of these games that I just pass it and I'm done with it. It's probably good for free roaming, but let's be honest, I just deleted it. I'm continuing on. Plague Tale Requiem also is gonna be streamed. I'm gonna stream that because I did like Innocence on a PS4. I really enjoyed that game. One of the best games I've ever played. What else? What other games maybe you can expect me broadcasting? You can expect me playing, let's see. So Resident Evil Village, currently I'm playing on PS5 with ray tracing. Maybe we're gonna go off without ray tracing. I'm gonna actually take a shot now and play with steady 60 frames per second, 45 frames per second till 50 frames per second, and actually it is locked 60 on most of the time with ray tracing, which I noticed. Sub intense spots, of course, cannot like it's gonna drop, which is normal, you know. But again, it is really well done. With ray tracing, is really well done. So Resident Evil Village. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Plague Tale Requiem. These 3 games now I have in mind. There is still, I need to see Ghost of Tsushima, I need to see Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales. So these 2 games, because I played the first Spider-Man, I did like it. It was awesome. So 2 Spider-Mans. I don't know. Demon Souls looks okay graphically. I don't know the story or anything. Returnal seems fine. It's more of an RPG, but RPGs in 2024, I like story-driven games. Everybody that knows me, I like story-driven experiences, interactive stuff, action, realistic stuff. Because PS5 shoots for it. Trust me. PS5 shoots for it for this realism. It is not gonna achieve it, but I can tell you that Rockstar has this in mind. And all you guys out there that are impatient, so impatiently waiting for this game, you gotta realize this is not an easy task. You're expecting to play, you're not expecting at all to play greatness on your console. You're gonna have a greatness on your console for a year or so. In just a year or so, you have to wait. These guys are working their asses off to bring you the best GTA game ever after Red Dead Redemption 2. You saw Red Dead Redemption 2, how it looks good. It looks awesome. Even till this day, it looks awesome. It's gonna look good even for 10, 20 years. It is it's looking like beautiful. It is a beautiful game. Even on PS4, it's a great game. Native 1080p. I played 30 frames per second with motion blur. And now on a PS5, I think it's 4K, which also it's locked for me on 1080p. I don't care. One day if I want to buy 4K TV, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna experience then 4K again. But for now, I'm sticking to 32 inches. Let's be honest, because I'm not a fan of huge screens. GTA 6 is the main reason I bought a current gen console. And from what I'm seeing, Xbox Series X, I think it's gonna be on the top. It has a better GPU, I think, speed or something like that. On the PS5, it's gonna be the second best place to play. Xbox Series S, it's gonna be the last, because 6 gigs down in the RAM. I think the CPU and GPU are the same. I'm not sure, but yeah. I just gotta say, all you people out there who are really impatient and really yelling your head off, like screaming your heads off at Rockstar, saying like, why are you bringing GTA 5 to our PS5s and Xbox Series X and S? You gotta realize they gotta entertain you guys with something, because they know how frustrated you are. You think these developers aren't frustrated in their working offices? They're working countless hours to bring you the best looking game probably ever. This game, from what I've seen now, from the Red Dead Redemption 2, with all the mechanics, antagonizing, greetings, that you can, all the possibilities, I see this game really on the other level. Like, once it gets out, like, this is gonna be mind-boggling, really. It is gonna be so mind-boggling, like, most people will really stick to only that game, I think, because I cannot wait to play it. But I'm patient, because I trust Rockstar, even if I have to spend $80 on it. 80, 90, let's say $100 even, because it's gonna be a big game. I think it's gonna have around 200 gigs. 200 gigs game. Now that I can expect to really blow you away. Really, this game is not gonna have 100 gigs of RAM. If Red Dead Redemption 2 had over 100 gigs of RAM, I believe, GTA 6 is expected, from my point of view, to have at least 150, close to 200 gigs of data, 200 gigs. So get ready for GTA 6, and yeah, that's the all news now. And until the next time, see you soon and catch you later.